Morning. Welcome to Creative Rootz Ministry service for soil and soul this Sunday. I'm Em McGowan, Rev Em, one of the founders of Creative Rootz Ministry. We're a non-denominational ministry. We're not about religion. We're a mixture of all things. I'm here to welcome you today and to say thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you so much for watching. We see you. We appreciate you. And we are so glad for the gift of your presence here today. Creative Rootz Ministry is showing up as an act of service for all people and for all planets. It's to help you remember and reconnect you to who you were before the world told you who to be. We encourage that you stay curious and be open to the possibilities that there is something more out there than just the limitations that we have that would like us to think that there is so much less. We're in such an abundant world. It's a truly amazing place when we open our eyes and see what is there already waiting for us in this present moment. We believe in the power of the one people. We believe in one people, one race, the human race. We believe in a life without borders. We believe in a one society, that we are a one universe. We believe in the one love which lies beneath all that there is. The one love that accepts you and appreciates you right now as you are. We join together through our community today to focus on our awareness. We're expanding our awareness just by being present today, so we can evolve for the highest good. We weren't supposed to stay still and never change. We're supposed to evolve for the sake of the one life that is us all, for the sake of the one love which connects us all. And we're welcoming today the month of May. We acknowledge Beltane, which means bright fire. It's a celebration of the passage between the spring equinox and the summer solstice. It's a time to honour the union between Pachamama, our planet, and Papa Inti, the sun. It's about cleansing and purifying through fire and air and celebrating the fertility all around us on the planet. We also acknowledge today is Star Wars Day. Yes, it is May the 4th. We recognise that May the 4th holds a special significance, as it is May, and may it remind you of the force within you and within us all. So today, I'd like to begin the service with a poem that really sprung to mind this week as the lights went out and things happened all around us in Europe, in Spain, Portugal, and France. And I thought the connections that have appeared, the disconnection that is, it really showed so much. So I thought this poem, it's going to really, it really sums everything up. So just give ourselves a moment to just breathe and receive these words and see them as more than words, see them as the life that they really are. Do not say that I'll depart tomorrow, because even today I still arrive. Look at me. I arrive in every second to be a bud on a branch, to be a tiny bird whose wings are still fragile, learning to sing in my new nest, to be a caterpillar in the heart of a flower, to be a jewel hiding itself in a stone. I still arrive in order to laugh and to cry, in order to fear and to hope. The rhythm of my heart is the birth and death of all that are alive. I am the mayfly metamorphosing on the surface of a river. I am also the bird which, when spring comes, arrives in time to eat the mayfly. I am the frog swimming happily in the clear water of a pond. I'm also the grass snake who, approaching in silence, feeds itself upon the frog. I am the child in Uganda, all skin and bones, my legs as thin as bamboo sticks. I am also the merchant of arms selling deadly weapons to Uganda. I'm the 12-year-old girl, refugee on a small boat who throws herself into the ocean after being raped by a sea pirate. I am also the pirate, my heart not yet capable of seeing and loving. I am a member of the Politburo with plenty of power in my hand, and I am also the man who has to pay his debt of blood to my people, dying slowly in a forced labour camp. My joy is like spring, so warm it makes flowers bloom in all walks of life. And my pain is like a river of tears, so full it fills up the 4 oceans. Please call me by my correct names, so that I can hear all my cries and all my laughs at once, so I can see that my joy and my pain are but one. Please call me by my correct names, so I can become awake, and so the door of my heart be left open, the door of compassion. Here in this poem, Thich Nhat Hanh is inviting to see how everything is connected. He's showing us how life is showing up as life in the beauty of all things, in the life, in the death, in the circulation of what is. It's the beauty, it's the ugliness in one whole. We've all got the potential for joy. We've all got the potential for sorrow. We all contain the potential to suffer and for suffering. And boy, do we suffer and cause suffering. He also shares how we got the potential for growth and loving kindness. Now, I think it's just so beautiful. It's one of my favourite poems. You see, this last week, we experienced something incredibly unusual, as I just mentioned before. Now, in Europe, a fair chunk of Europe, I know what you read and you see on the media is one thing, but what we know through personal experience is something else. It always is. Always question what you see, always question what you hear. When we were in connection with our brothers and sisters around the world, this affected people in America who was waiting to watch tennis. This started like to affect other people who couldn't connect through the power of the internet, which went down. This wasn't just a general power outage for electric. This affected planes. It stopped planes from taking off. It stopped traffic lights from working. It stopped phones from working. It stopped people being able to store their food safely. For people like myself, we have sustainable systems in place. Our solar worked perfectly fine. There was all sorts of disconnection and panic because all of a sudden people were plunged into an unexpected change. And what it was an excellent opportunity to pay attention to the life, what really did show up for us in the moment. And believe me, people showed up. People started talking instead of scrolling. They were talking to their neighbours, to their colleagues. They came out of the shops and stood chatting to people on the doorsteps. They paid attention and called on the neighbours, checking everyone was okay. So many acts of loving kindness, cooking and sharing food, sharing, standing around cars, listening to radio broadcast this time. People remembered who they were. So hear me when I say life is not personal. It's never working against you. It's a natural law, and the natural law of life is constant. It appears in ways in which life is just showing up at the energetic frequency that you're giving out. And it's saying in life's unique way that there is a gift right here for us in this moment. There is a gift which grow and change if we will only listen to what's going on in ourselves, in our bodies, and in the world around us. And snake comes to mind here because snake is a truly amazing creature. People say it's all slimy, but if you've ever held a snake, it is the most amazing, silky, smooth, beautiful feeling as it runs across the skin. And snake sheds its skin many times throughout its life. So each time a snake gets to grow, it gets to shed its skin. And when this is happening, when it's going through the process, it's noticing that things don't feel quite right because its skin is a sensory organ. It's able to feel through the ground that it's lay upon. It's able to feel and sense through all its senses are through its skin. So it can smell and it can feel what's going on around it. It knows that it's starting to lose its sight as its eyes cloud over, and it tries to find somewhere because it knows the importance of being in a safe space. So it slows down, getting really prepared to let go, to shed what's holding it back. And it has to find the right place to be safe to do so. If you're blind and you're vulnerable, you need somewhere safe to be present. Otherwise, you cannot be present. You cannot feel into what's right for you in the moment. So it finds this place where it needs to break open its old skin, where it's a suitable environment to help just get that skin off. And once the dead skin's been completely removed, which can sometimes take a good day or so, snake can then see again much, much more clearly, and it can feel its way forward so much more safely, and it's got so much more speed because its skin is cleansed and ready to go. So life is now calling us to listen to our vulnerable self like snake does. What is underneath that pain and that frustration and that suffering? Do we see our lives as something that's happened to us? Are we experiencing numbness, not knowing, not seeing, not feeling what is really there in the moment because we're so caught up in our wounded self? Because we're feeling so intensely, we're not able to think straight. We feel separate from the outer world, disconnected. That certainly happened this last week when people were like, we haven't got the internet. What great power is trying to take our power away? And they felt disconnected and contracted. And those that weren't feeling so disconnected and contracted, they were the ones that were able to go out and show up in the world and be beautiful, beautiful beacons of light. Now, I want to speak to fear because I know life can be so hard. I know it's easy to forget ourselves and we shut down. All of us do. It's human nature. We can wear ourselves out because we work so hard, because we're living life trying to get by, thinking we should be better, or, you know, trying to live up to unrealistic self expectations. We've been taught to unconsciously hand over our power as we grew up, even now. And we unconsciously hand over our powers to things that we believe are there to protect us and keep us safe. So, like politicians, religious ministers, medical professionals, educators, and parents, we believe they're there to keep us safe, and we look to them for an example. You know, that's how we're raised. That's what society tells us we should do. But then we're moving through life and we feel let down because these powers didn't live up to our expectations. We forget these people are humans too. We feel wounded, neglected, and alone, like we did not matter. And we shut down as a way to stay safe because we feel they have betrayed our trust. And betrayal really hurts. It really hurts. It leaves a really deep wound. And when it doesn't receive the loving kindness it deserves, it does not heal and cannot heal. Our bodies, it's only right our bodies don't want to experience such pain. It's only right that we hold ourselves back. It's only right, it's only natural to create a mental armor to keep ourselves at a safe distance. And it's only right we should restrict our communication because we feel uncertain. It's only normal we forget how to connect because we're keeping ourselves safe. Over time, we become accustomed to this keeping ourselves safe. We become accustomed to our suffering, but we notice it less. We numb to it. We carry on regardless. Even though we feel it niggling at us, we push it away and we keep on keeping on, just working through each day, trying to get through another day alive. And that's where many of us find ourselves, wading through the waters of life, weighed down by our woundedness. We're looking backwards, blaming parents, family, and friends. We're thinking it's their fault that our life contains so much suffering. We can become fixated on the stories and lies they told us and replay them in our heads that we're not good enough, that we're not clever enough, not deserving enough of time, attention, and love. And we're looking back again and we're blaming the government, the medical professionals, the religious teachers for the state of society today. It's got to be their fault. There's so much pain all around us and so many people are suffering too. But we're reinforcing the BS. BS stands for belief systems, but it also, belief systems are bullshit because they keep us contracted. They keep us in a space where we're not able to grow. So we're reinforcing this BS with what we see on the news, with what we see as we scroll through social media, what we're seeing on the television, because we're programmed, our mind is programmed then to remember perceived threats to stay safe. We're paying attention to the fear, the doubt, the lack, the worry, the limitations in life, thinking they are so, thinking and feeling these things are bigger than us. It's keeping us in a mental state of anticipation and anxiety of what might go wrong just in case. Now we try and look to our future because tomorrow life should be better or life could be better. Maybe someone will save us, hey? We get ourselves into relationships thinking someone else is going to save us, some partnership, some lover. We'll think that they'll fix us or we'll try and fix them and all of a sudden life will be rosy. I mean, where do we get this BS from? Might be Walt Disney, actually. You know, we're raised to see everyone running off and getting married and living happily ever after. It doesn't quite work like that in reality, though, does it? You know, we're trying to convince ourselves that since we survived until now today, we must be getting something right. So why bother changing what's normal? Why bother changing the status quo? We're going to keep anticipating life and procrastinating on what ifs and creating our own prisons of shame and blame and bullshit. We're getting so busy with what has passed, we can stay stuck there, believing it's still who we are. We get so overwhelmed with what could happen in what's not here right now, thinking what could go wrong. We're trying to protect ourselves. We're missing the beauty beneath our noses. We're bypassing the gift that's the present. And before you think I'm going to go into some crazy, like lovey-dovey stuff, it's not about focusing on the positive. It's not about pushing away the negative. For life is all of the above. Life is the mayfly and the frog and the grass snake. It's everything. It's all of life. And right here and right now is where the magic really is at. Snake knows here and now is the only time we can choose change. Snake shows us it's from here and now that you take your power back by feeling into the right space, the right time, and the right place for growth. And Snake knows from here and now, you can feel your way forward and you can change whichever direction in your life that you want to take. The power is in the here and now. We can work through our wounds, and we don't even have to sit with our wound itself in all its woundedness to work through it. There's amazing things like somatics and stuff going on out there that bring us to a new state of being without reinforcing the stories, the BS. We can utilize the fire that burns us down and become more. Now, I know it can appear that all that remains of our life is a very barely smouldering ash. And I know how life can feel empty, lonely, and like there is nothing left for us. And I know what it's like to live for others and feel there's no value in what I do or what I say and feel invisible. And I know what it's like to feel the need to make others happy, thinking that's the only way I can be happy. Life doesn't have to be like that. I no longer subscribe to the BS. And today I want to invite you to let go of that subscription too. I am here as a living example that we can welcome the winds of change, which blow back into our life. It blows life back into and through the glowing embers of which are our life. So like a phoenix, we rise again from what's broken down and burnt remains, and we relive. We get to relive. We get to reclaim our lives. We get to revitalize our lives, and we can relive again. And it's absolutely beautiful. The only thing stopping you from your great revival is you. And I'm here to help you, to introduce you to ways where you can remember and reconnect to who you really are. The element of air, it's a free element. We're breathing it now. And it can really help us work through our wounds and wake us from this state of survival. Air breathes as life. It breathes into and through us. Air is moving, circulating, flowing. It can be so strong. Have you ever been knocked over by the wind? It can be so gentle. It's just tickling inside your nostrils. So beautiful. So let's just take a moment to reconnect to the breath. Placing your hand over your chest. We don't have to do anything because we notice we're already breathing. We're not even putting the effort in, even as I talk to you now, I'm breathing. It's a miracle. Life is just such an amazing miracle. It's right here, right now in this moment. or this effortless breath, and it's just here. When we have a cough or an infection and things, it can feel quite difficult. Some of us might need a machine. But this breath of life, it's there for us. It's always provided in abundance. It's a beautiful thing. It's a free resource, a natural free resource. Now it's time to turn inwards, to connect to something bigger than our conscious, that's our state of awareness, turning into the physical body sensors and acknowledge there is something more present than our present self. It's for you to decide what that is, but there really is something that is more present than just us right here and right now in this moment. I'm sharing metta meditation as practice today because it helps us to reconnect to ourselves and to life. When we quieten down enough to pay attention to the thoughts, the emotions and sensations in our mind and body. And know it's okay, the thoughts that arise inside us are here because they're just simply trying to protect us. It's just our life protecting us, our life force. Well, it's more conscious than our life force. It's this thing inside us. It's like the ego self. It's the subconscious. It's just trying to keep us safe. So it's reminding us human negativity bias of all those things where we need to contract. We're focusing now on the sound of my voice, placing a hand on your chest, feeling your chest rising and falling naturally. You don't have to take a deep breath. You don't have to push air out. It just is. It's just rising and falling on its own. And with metta, we begin with ourselves, which is so very important. We always need to remember to put ourselves first in life. I know we think, oh, we need to put other people. No. Power comes when we remember to put ourselves first. Not in a selfish way, in a way where we take care of ourselves so we're better equipped to take care of others. It's an act of service to take care of yourself and put yourself first. There's many great practices which teach putting yourself first, like Reiki. So this here and now moment is where we shall begin. Please take a moment and feel these words washing over you with loving kindness as I speak them for all present in this moment. I am loving awareness. May I be well. May I be health. May I be happiness. I look at my body with compassion and I am grateful for all that it does for me. I acknowledge my pain. I acknowledge my pleasure. And I acknowledge the feelings, emotions, and sensory experience which is life. I feel grateful for life, for my ability to return to my breath and recover my mind from the world of appearances. Now we're going to use this same loving kindness and send someone else love and wishing them well. So bring to mind someone who you know and see them standing before you. It helps close your eyes. I look at you with loving awareness. May you be loving awareness. May you be well. May you be healthy. May you be wealthy. May you be happiness. I acknowledge you are just like me. I acknowledge your pain. I acknowledge your pleasure. And I acknowledge you have emotions and feelings just like me. I am grateful for your presence in my life and the lessons that you have taught me. And now we're going to move into sending love to someone that you don't really know. This could just be someone that you see locally at the supermarket or a neighbour or something. So you don't really know them, but you know of them. Imagine them standing right here before you. And look at them. Saying, I look at you with loving awareness. May you be loving awareness. May you be well. May you be healthy. May you be wealthy. May you be happiness. I acknowledge you're just like me. I acknowledge your pain. I acknowledge your pleasure. And I acknowledge you have emotions and feelings just like me. I am grateful for your presence in my life and the lessons you have brought me. The next person we're going to bring to mind is someone who frustrates you. So someone who bugs you. You can have frustrated you for just some little thing, but if someone's frustrating in your life, please see them standing before you right now. I look at you with loving awareness. May you be loving awareness. May you be well. May you be healthy. May you be wealthy. May you be happiness. I acknowledge that you are just like me. I acknowledge your pain. I acknowledge your pleasure. And I acknowledge you have emotions and feelings just like me. I am grateful for your presence in my life and the lessons you brought me. And now we're going to bring the last person into the meditation. So we're going to bring in someone who really bugged us, like really some of our wounds, bring in those wounds and imagine the person that created, caused those wounds, the person attached to those wounds, those anchors. It can be a challenge to send this person love. I won't lie. It's important to try and put your judgments aside. And believe me, I've got people in my life and I've brought them and stood them before me. And I've just done it and done it and done it until I could not have any animosity there at all. It really is a practice, but it really works. So see them standing before you and just look at them with loving awareness. I look at you with loving awareness. May you be loving awareness. May you be well. May you be healthy. May you be wealthy. May you be happiness. I acknowledge that you're just like me. I acknowledge your pain. I acknowledge your pleasure. And I acknowledge that you have emotions and feelings just like me. I'm grateful for your presence in my life and the lessons that you have brought me. Now I'd like you to take your love and send this to all in existence around the world. So the plants, the animals, just life itself, all the beautiful people and places and things. You can send it out to the universe. I look at all in the world with loving awareness. I wish all well. I wish all health. I wish all wealth. I wish all happiness. I wish you love and peace. I acknowledge you're all just like me. I acknowledge everything feels pain. I acknowledge everything feels pleasure. And I acknowledge you have all emotions and feelings just like me. I am grateful for your presence in my life and the lessons that you brought me. Now just try and see your love coming out of you, or feel your love coming out of your heart space. Watch it grow until it encompasses the entire planet or spreads out across the universe. Everything that exists is being touched with your love and your gratitude. We are loving awareness. So as you're coming round back now to being with me here in this service, and we're coming out of the metta meditation, the benefits of self-love and self-compassion are a key to becoming a better, happier, and more peaceful version of you. The benefits of acceptance and forgiveness are priceless. Let's change the world. Let's be the change we want to be in the world, starting with ourselves and the practice of loving kindness today. Metta helps us heal whatever we are growing through, and it helps us become a kinder force for humanity. Remember, a practice is practice because the neurons that fire together as we practice wire together. It builds a healthy habit when we participate in our practice regularly. So you can come back to this video and watch it as many times as you like, and I believe we should get to do a shorter clip where you're just watching just this meditation, so it's there available for you nice and quickly. So I've got another question, well, more of a question for you now. So it's a bit of active participation. So I was just wondering, where are you right now? If you are not back there in the past, and you're not over there in the future, because let's face it, the future's not here yet, where would you be? The answer is here. So where are you? If you can say it loud, say it with me. We're here. And yes, you are here, right with me, here in this now moment. And I am truly grateful for that. Another question. So what time is it? And now if you notice, there was a little clue just in there. What time is it? You won't find this time on a watch. You can't ask Siri. This is not a digital or analog time. It's a universal time of this present here now moment. The answer is now. So what time is it? Say it with me, please. Now. You're getting good at this. I can feel you. So say out loud after me. Where am I? Where am I? Here. Yeah. What time is it? What time is it? Now. And again, please. Where am I? Here. What time is it? Now. And one last time, because I don't want you forgetting and missing something wonderful. Where am I? Here. Where am I? Here. What time is it? now. So I invite you to reclaim your mind and return to the gift of the present with this week's affirmation. An affirmation, it's simply a statement which reinforces beliefs, goals, and intentions. And by participating, you reduce anticipation and anxieties and bring yourself back into being. So gift yourself permission to participate in the gift of the presence and speak this affirmation out loud whenever you can. Where am I? Here. What time is it now? Let's rise in consciousness as we raise our vibration, as you listen to these shared words. So we're now dropping into prayer. This is not a religious prayer. This is just an acknowledgement of what is. I am grateful. I'm so grateful for the people who are present with me here today, on and offline. I'm grateful that no matter what time these words are heard, that they are heard in this now moment. I am grateful because this is the right time for all our global family. And I'm grateful for the breath that is right here, right now, in this breath of life, for the element of air which connects us all. I am grateful that we are right here and right now breathing this one abundant life force, life source, which runs through us and as us. I'm grateful that this breath of life is always right here, returning us right now to this here present moment. And from this place and space of gratitude, I recognize the one power and one life force that is an ever-living, indiscriminate, effortless presence that is all in existence, in all ways and everywhere. I recognize the one life source from which we all come from and go to in each precious moment. I recognize the one unconditional loving breath, which is the one life supporting the wholeness of life in all life's currents, in all life's conditions, in all life's forms. I recognize the one whole and one impersonal, non-dual good that is one constant natural law. And I know that I am in relationship with this life force and this life source as it circulates through and as me indiscriminately. There is no separation. I know that this life force and source and I are one. I know right here, right now, with each breath, I am present with this presence. With each breath, I'm circulating life. I know we are interconnected through and with each effortless breath of life. I know that we are never alone. We are one world, one whole, one life that is right here, right now, in this space, in this place, at this time. I feel this as my truth. And I know that if I realize this power and this presence is everywhere, then it's already here, right where I am. I realize when I can be, and I breathe, and I return to right here, right now. And I remember what I already am. I am that. I realize the interconnectedness that I am. I'm thankful. I'm thankful today is the day we can breathe, that we can breathe together. And I'm thankful today is the day in which we can all consciously connect and remember the presence of who and what we are. And I am thankful that we can effortlessly circulate and co-create a new way of living, responding to life with the loving kindness that we already are. I speak these words today, knowing the natural law of elimination. Today we say yes, yes to shedding what no longer serves us, knowing the law of elimination, knowing that as we rise and raise our frequency, our old patterns, our old beliefs and old behaviors fall away. That which creates suffering becomes eliminated from our very lives. And so mote it be, and so it is. Ashe, Aho, Amen. Just taking a moment. Give yourself a little wriggle, returning back to being right here, feeling the body, noticing your space. Take a moment to recognize that today you discovered a new way, a new possibility to be the change that you wish to see in the world. Thank you. Thank you for participating. Thank you for showing up. We're not just here for you on Sundays. No, we're here 7 days of the week for you, to support you. Follow us on Facebook, on Instagram and YouTube. This video is going to be up so you can access it whenever you like. We'd love to hear from you. If you'd like a prayer, we would be honoured to pray for you and with you. Do drop us a message. And to support us, don't forget to click the like button and share. I'm going to end with a blessing for the week. May your roots drink deep from the earth's wisdom. May you circulate loving kindness as indiscriminately as you circulate your breath. And may your heart rise like the sun as you become a radiant light, guiding others by leading a leading example on this planet. And remember, may the fourth be with you now and from this day onward. Much love.